darling heart, and welcome to this episode of the Drink Less, Live Better podcast. This is the podcast that helps you to see that drinking less doesn't need to be stressful, lonely, or boring. I'm your host, Sarah Williamson, and I decided to have a year alcohol-free as a little life experiment and haven't looked back. I'm here to support you with your alcohol-free or drink less adventures. Follow me on Instagram at Drink Less, Live Better, and find resources on my website, drinklesslivebetter.com. I hope you enjoyed this episode. Let's get straight to it. Today marks 4 years of the Drink Less, Live Better podcast. 4 years! I cannot believe it. When I put the first half a dozen episodes or so together, I thought, well, I wonder when I'll run out of things to talk about. Over 200 episodes in, and I'm not done yet. I'm really grateful to each of you who have listened, shared, commented, and most importantly, taken steps towards a changed relationship to alcohol for yourself. This podcast began with a simple premise that we can examine our drinking habits honestly, make intentional changes, and discover the vibrant life waiting on the other side for us. Over time, I've explored the science of alcohol's effects, strategies for cutting back, the psychology of habits, and most powerful, my own personal journey of change. The emotions, the feelings, the behaviours, all tied together. Looking back over 200 episodes, a few particularly stand out and that I'd like to mention today. Episode number 37. It's still my favourite episode, the liminal space. The most popular, well, these are episodes 1 to 10. They're the most listened to. I used to think people would just pick and mix the ones they wanted to listen to, but it seems people scroll way back and listen to the early episodes. These are really instructional episodes, and if you haven't listened yet, or if you haven't got your alcohol drinking to a place where you'd like it to be, go back, listen again. Episode number 20. Are you making this more complicated than it needs to be? Is a super popular episode. And so is episode 18, Why I Drank When My Children Were Small. It's an honest one. Close behind that is episode 62, Are You Tired? Because, well, of course we are, and people listen to that because they need and want reassurance. Most of my listeners are in the UK, USA and Australia. But there are many scattered around the world. Drink Less, Live Better is now listened to in 96 countries. 96! Hello, you beauties in Paraguay, Nepal, Kenya, Estonia, Cuba, Slovakia and the Maldives. Most downloads ever in a month happened in June 2022. And the largest number of unique listeners was in January 2024. You listen on Apple, Spotify, Audible, Amazon Music and YouTube, as well as a bunch of other platforms. I say all this out loud, and I think it's wild. Who are you? Are you really there? Are you actually listening? I know you are. Here are the stats. I mean, I do know who some of you are. Clients, past clients, people who I cross paths with on the internet, people who've bought my book, people who've seen me speak at festivals or wellbeing events, and I guess some of you are my future clients, collaborators or friends. Drinking less creates space for more clarity, more authentic connections, and more energy for the things that truly matter, living better. Some of you have chosen complete sobriety, others practice mindful drinking, and many are still figuring out what works best for your unique life. Wherever you are on that spectrum, you belong here. You are welcome. Looking ahead, I'm excited to bring you more insights, more wisdom, more practical strategies. Thank you for making these 4 years and 200 plus episodes possible. Thank you for your questions, your challenges, and your victories shared. Here's to drinking less and living better. If this podcast has helped you in any way, the best anniversary gift you could give is to rate or review it on whatever platform you listened, or you could share it with someone who you know that might benefit. Thank you for listening in today. Come back again next week. Check out the show notes for a link to a hidden podcast episode that will help you with your 5 p.m. cravings and details about my one-to-one life coaching and sober coaching programs. And P.S. I believe in you.